Hey friends, thanks for joining us today. We're so happy to have you here. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay connected. Let's dive right on in. It is part 2 of our 55 Chevy Bel Air Gasser exclusives. This one is going to be covering RLC releases and premium. I got a couple little surprises here to go over with you as well. Hope you enjoy them. Let's go ahead and get right after it. Let's start with the premium. Here is Hot Wheels Legends Tour 55 Bel Air Gasser. Love the Spectra Flame on this one. Looks super awesome. Sorry in advance that I don't have a second one of these right now. Sure would crack it. This was from the 2020. I think we may have had to buy these online. I don't think they did much due to COVID. I'll stop that right there in case somebody wants to read it. What an absolutely fabulous version of this casting. The livery on that looks an awful lot like the Super Treasure Hunt, only it was on a blue, Spectra Flame blue, and I think it was, I don't know, 2013, 14. Don't quote me on that. That's a cool model. Now, let's take a look at this one. 2019 selections. It's really nice. This one is the Dirty Blonde. Also very, very nice. Top is pearly. Dirty is the license plate. Super cool. Man had a good sense of humor on this. I love the blued pipes. They're all real nice looking models. Stop that there in case somebody wants to pause that and read it. Look at the back. Spoiler alert, you can probably see there. I have got one loose. I'm going to spin that here at the end so you can get a little bit better look at that beauty. All right, I'll tell you what. Next up. Oh, that's one way to do it. Push that dirty one plumb off on the floor. Love the artwork on this one. 5 Bel Air Gasser. This is the Triassic 5, as it's been called. Such a cool version. 3 yards. A lot of nice details on the engine there. Really good. Front end. Turn this one around. Somebody wants to read that. Of course, most of you probably know designer Brendan Vituski put this livery on one of his personal vehicles, which he eventually sold, but I think it did show up, make a few appearances at the Legends Tour. I believe who bought it is actually still showing that off a lot, and I can't really blame them. And this right here, I happen to get lucky, and I grabbed a couple of these, so we're just going to go ahead, just crack this thing right open. I'll try to. This blister's trying to give me complications. It's got a little inner piece to keep it protected, which I'm glad for. This makes it a little bit harder to get it unpackaged. We'll be able to spin this here in just a minute as well. Quick once over. Sweet gasser. Love it. Love the dinosaur. Great. I've been wanting to crack one of these for a while. Glad that I had it to crack. Y'all bear with me under these technical difficulties. I'm going to grab that one off the floor there. Sorry. Quick look at it. Stick around. I'm going to spin these on the turntable. That's sweet. Now, sorry to backtrack. Let's talk about this one again, okay? This is obviously the premium release. Well, that one was also released in the main line. Came to the main line first. There is International Shorty version of the main line. Not going to pull this one out. Got this in Charlotte, North Carolina at the Wheels Nationals a couple years ago. Guy who stopped by our room, checked out a few things, bought a couple things. Went ahead and had him sign one of these. The man, the myth, the legend. Sign that for me. So I wanted you to see those together. You could appreciate it, and it's always nice to get a backstory, you know. So there you have it. And then I've got one more little Easter egg in this video for that part. Here is the pen, limited to 50 pieces worldwide, I might add, by our brother KD over at Black and Blue. Brendan also signed this for me in person. And funny little story about this, when I took this in there to get Brendan to sign it, I was actually in the room with him and his wife and Chris Nightstalker Walker. When I asked Brendan if he would mind signing one of these for me, he said, absolutely not, I'd be happy to. And I gifted him one of our pens that we made through Black and Blue for our channel here, International Diecast Garage pen with our wagon on there. And Brendan told me he would sign this on one condition. And I said, well, what's that? And he said, I'll sign your pen if you sign, I'll sign my pen if you sign your pen for me. And I thought that was really cool. So just a neat little backstory. Brendan Vituski has one of our pens in his collection with our John Hancock on there. Ain't that neat? I'm fixing to display those. Those are not going to be put up any longer. And I've been seeing you this whole video. I've been seeing you peeping that car in the back there. A few of you may know about that one. That is the one, the only, the Candy Striper. You may be saying, why did you crack that? Are you crazy? That's a $1,500 car. That's gorgeous. Well, it is gorgeous. It's a gorgeous custom. Good old friend of ours did. And I bought this at Nationals a few years ago because, like a dummy, I got rid of my personal one from my collection some years back. Because who knew where the ceiling would be on these? They do go for like about $1,500 to $1,800 the last time I looked. This is a nice little filler for now in my collection. I'm going to put that on the turntable in just a moment. If you'll hang tight here with me, I got one more surprise. I've got another beautiful custom done by an old friend of ours, and we're going to put all these gassers on the turntable so you can enjoy them. Hang tight. All right, we are back at it again. Here is the Dirty Blonde 2019 Selection Series gasser. Let that get in full round there, and then we'll move on to Triassic 5. Gorgeous in that green. This was an RLC release. I think it was 2022. Memory serves me correct on that one. Really cool looking model. Looks great up close. Definitely glad I cracked that and got a loose one for the collection now. Let's give the Candy Striper a turn. Now that we're all the way up close, you can probably see just a few little tiny imperfections here and there, especially my customizer friends out there. But this is a very beautifully done custom candy striper. My memory serves me on who I got this from. His name just is not on the tip of my tongue. I will add his name, tag him in the info on this video. And we got just one more for you coming up here. What you think about this one? It's pretty cool. Another custom 55 that's been in my collection for some time now. It is beautiful, I think. This is the 55 slammed illest gasser. Also done by an old friend of mine. Sent to me. This was a raffle win. One of the very few. I don't do a lot of raffles personally. Not against them. I just never really put up any myself. And I have joined a few, but the few that I joined, I never really won much. But this is one that somebody actually gifted me a raffle spot. They bought one for me, which was way too cool. And I hit on it. I won. I sent this piece, made a new friend, and the rest is history. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you're enjoying the content. We'd love to hear your comments and feedback. If you haven't already, please smash that like and subscribe button. Take care of yourself and your neighbors. Bye for now, my friends.